Real quick before I start this update, I will be doing a live stream April 1st at 11 a.m. in the morning Pacific time, which is 2 o'clock Eastern time. So go to Road to Ruta at Road to Ruta YouTube channel. The Road to Ruta YouTube channel live stream 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern time on April 1st. See you then. Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Bix Weir, roadruta.com. It is official. Ruta had it right again. I love it when I get things right. When I get things wrong, it sucks. But when I get things right, I love it. As I said, I've been saying for over a month now, 2 months actually, on the timeline and other places, companies are not going to be able to report earnings. It would just destroy the market. The earnings are so bad, they gotta extend them. Voila! Last week, SEC approves additional temporarily regulatory relief and assistance to market participants affected by COVID-19. Who's not affected, right? Let's see. Today, the SEC announced that it is providing additional temporary regulation relief to market participants in response to the effects of the COVID-19 virus. They are using absolutely everything possible to change rules, to extend, to pretend. Hang on. I was going to sneeze. To pretend, you name it, they're doing everything to hide the fact that the economic system has stopped, globalization has stopped, and everything from here on out is different. Listen up. Actions announced today involve parties needing to gain access to make filings on EDGAR system, certain company filing obligations under Regulation A and Regulation Crowdfunding, and a filing requirement for municipal advisors. The first set of relief seeks to address potential issues filers may have in securing the notarization required to gain access to make filings on the EDGAR system. The Commission has adopted a temporary final rule that provides relief from notarization requirements from March 26th through July 1st, subject to certain conditions. Among those conditions are the filer indicates that it's manually signed COVID room, blah, 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 blah. Basically, they're extending it to July 1st. You don't have to tell the world how destroyed your company is. It's a good thing because the Dow's only down 900 points. It's still above 20,000. That's the next mark. When the companies do have to retroactively tell the world how effed they are, it's going to get ugly. It's going to get really ugly. So, of course, they're going to extend it 45 days. We'll get to July 1st. We'll extend it another quarter. All right, here we go. The big question is for the Dow, right here. Will companies in the Dow report earnings as usual despite COVID-19 disruptions, or delay them because they can? SEC extends deadline to provide certain disclosures, such as earnings, by 45 days. So MarketWatch asked all 30 components about their plans. I like the fact that they're proactive on this one. MarketWatch, good job. Good job. There's cat inventory. That's about their entire inventory because they can't get any parts from China. SEC will allow companies to delay reporting if needed, but it doesn't mean all of them will. The SEC last week, it would extend the deadline, blah, 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 blah. Some of the companies in the Dow Industrial Average have already issued press releases stating when their earnings will be released. But as many companies have withdrawn financial guidance, given difficulties in assessing the potential impact of the coronavirus, they can still look to push back releasing those reports. So they might have a date that they've announced, and then they can still push it back. I would expect all of them to do that. Let's go through each one. American Express is scheduled to report first quarter results on April 24th. Quote, "We are still focused on 4/24 as a date," the Vice President of Corporate Affairs communicated. Now, this is MarketWatch calling each one. Caterpillar's first quarter's earnings will be released April 28th, as stated in the company's press release, issued March 26, 2020. So Caterpillar's still on track. It won't be a big thing for Caterpillar. I mean, a big thing for everybody, but I can see Caterpillar announcing, because Caterpillar will get hit, obviously, when their customers are hurting, which they are right now, but also when they can't get parts to make their machines, or how many machines are made overseas anyway, and all their operations all around the world. Caterpillar's in deep trouble. Chevron, this should be interesting. Chevron is projected to report first quarter results on or about April 24th. Quote, we are planning to report our earnings following a similar schedule and process as we have done in the past. That's what Chevron said. They can still change it, though. I think Chevron will. The Chevron's got an interesting situation because they don't really have to mark their assets to market. They're supposed to. They're not gonna. They can say, "Oh, it's temporary. We're not gonna write down this asset by 90% because we think the market's going to flip around in the next year." So they have, $5 billion asset that's worth maybe $1 billion. They're not going to take that write down. Cisco lists May 13th as the quarter date for fiscal earnings on its investor relations website. We have no plans of changing our timing. Coca-Cola is projected its first quarter earnings on or about April 28th. A company spokesman said, quote, there's no additional information to share at this time. Dow Inc., consistent with our normal quarterly reporting process, our 10Q is expected to file shortly thereafter. Well, when are you going to file your 10Q is the question. The company reported first quarter results on May 2nd last year and 10Q on May 3rd. So we will see what they do. ExxonMobil, wow, they're going to get destroyed. We're still planning to issue a press release and hold an earnings call on May 1st. That's today, so I'll find out if they did that. A year ago, the company reported first quarter results on April. Oh, wait, no, May 1st. Sorry, today's April. Goldman Sachs, Jesus. Goldman Sachs is scheduled to report first earnings on April 15th. Like I said, the middle of April is going to be huge for the banksters. Goldman said expects to report earnings as previously scheduled. We'll see about that. Home Depot is expected May 19th. We haven't changed timing. Intel is scheduled to report April 23rd. Our timing has not changed. Sounds like most of their timings have not changed. Now let's see when we get closer and closer. IBM, on the other hand, has set a preliminary date of April 20th on its website. Company spokesperson said, nothing to say right now. Here's the criminals of all criminals. JP Morgan Chase is currently scheduled to report first quarter results on April 14th. We're on track to report as scheduled. JP Morgan will probably do the best out of all the banks because of the criminality in the derivative market, and they don't mark their books to market. So, yeah, whatever it'll be, I'm sure JP Morgan will come out and say, yeah, we did great because all the derivative bets paid off. By the way, all your customers are going bankrupt. I don't think they'll do great. Let me rephrase that. And if they mark their book to market, look out. It's counterparty risk in the derivative world. You're screwed. They will not take any hits in derivatives because it would show just how corrupt and destroyed they are actually. See, I don't think they're going to get to April 14th. We'll find out, right? Johnson & Johnson, our financial business leaders, planned several weeks ago for the potential impact of the pandemic to ensure a timely and compliant closing of our first quarter results. Therefore, we don't anticipate needing any extended time. Microsoft, April 24th, doesn't need more time. Travelers, March 9th. As of now, we are still on schedule. Good luck. That's April 21st. Verizon, April 24th. We have no change. Walgreens, March 2nd. Then it will report fiscal second quarter earnings on April. What? I think I don't know what the hell's going on. 3M, Apple, it'll be interesting how many assets Apple writes off, how much of a cash burn they have. They didn't get to any others. Really interesting stuff, though. But you heard it here first, months and months ago, that the guys on Wall Street will be delaying their earnings. And as we get closer and closer to the date, watch. Because things will get worse and worse with the virus, especially in the United States. We're not going to peak for another 2 weeks. That's right around JP Morgan's release time. Do you think they'll do it? I don't know. If they do it, it's a lie. It is such a lie. And it sounds like the CEOs are not going to have to sign off on it. So what does it mean at all? It's like when Jamie Dimon signed off on the quarterly earnings during the London whale issue where they lost, I think it was 10 billion or something, a material loss that should have been disclosed and was not. And it was proven that he knew about it before he signed that thing. Welcome to our regulators. Crazy stuff. You want more info? Go to roadtoruler.com. Sign up. Listen to these first 3 interviews right here with Cliff High. 1 through 3. 1 was before the coronavirus. 1 was during, and 1 was recent. And it's going to blow your mind. Blow your mind. Look at the second one, how upset he looks. We were both upset. And then back to saying, hey, it's too late. We've started year 0, basically. We've started year 0, and we all are going to have to go through this 4 years. You know, when Trump says, "Oh, we're gonna get over this," and boy, there's gonna be a jump in the stock market because Steve Mnuchin's gonna click his mouse. Sorry, ain't gonna happen like that. Just like Trump said, "Oh, we're gonna open the markets on April 12th." This is year 0, my friends. It gets worse and worse for a long, long time. Hang in there.
Litecoin, baby, Litecoin. That's the right coin. Absolutely, 100%. So, yes, I brought the band tonight. They're going to come up in a little bit. I got a couple songs I want to play for you. Again, I've been pumping the Anarcho-Poco conference for a reason. I think it's fun. I think it's transformative. It's crazy. It's weird. Absolutely. It's not safe. It's so far from safe. I don't know why, but we've always had a good time. But I wrote a song about freedom fighters and what the lengths they will go to. I was in Mexico talking to these guys at the Anarcho-Poco conference, and I was bitching and moaning that it took me like 12 hours to get down there because I went through Mexico City. They said it took us 4 days. I'm like, what do you mean it took 4 days to get here? And they said, well, we took a train. I'm like, you can't take a train. They were from Chicago. You can't take a train from Chicago to Acapulco, Mexico. And they said, oh, yeah, you can. I'm like, no, you cannot. They do it hobo style. They hopped trains to get to Anarcho-Poco. So I wrote a song about them. It's called Anarcho-Poco, Here We Come. It's got train sounds. So we'll see if this works. In our mouth, shedding silly rules from the government tools. From every land we come, it don't matter where you're from, by land or sea or air. Fuck the borders, we don't care. We're fighting for our lives, for our freedom in the sun. Everybody singing Acapulco, here we come. Acapulco, here we come, and Acapulco, here we come. Gonna rise against the man, gonna tear down what we can. It's the way our life should be, it's the way we should be free. In Acapulco, here we come, and Acapulco, here we come. You wanna change the world, hop on the train and run. Everybody singing Acapulco, here we come. Woo, woo. Maybe longer if you're free, cause the rules are thrown away. Day is night and night is day, and the only thing they ask, give everyone a pass. Be the way you'll be when your life is truly free. Going crazy all day, all night until you're done. Everybody singing Acapulco, here we come. Acapulco, here we come, and Acapulco, here we come. Gonna rise against the man, gonna tear down what we can. It's the way our life should be, it's the way it should be free. In Acapulco, here we come, and Acapulco, here we come. You wanna change the world, hop on a train and run. Everybody singing Acapulco, here we come. That's fun.